Okay, just practicing a little off memory of how I want to conduct the court case for my name. Now, when they ask me if I am such and such, or if they ask me who I am, I'll say I'm here on behalf of Travis. Okay, and yeah, things are gonna go real slow here. And then if they try to insist that Travis is not in the room, I'll say I answer under that name sometimes. Okay, I'll just let's say there's a couple things I wanted to say. I'm here to lawfully I'm here to clear up the matter for that name, and I want to settle peacefully. All right, and then I'm wondering, who is the claimant who's claiming my name? Okay, that's kind of a complicated question, because there's somebody making a claim against my name. All right, and then what's going to get real confusing, especially for my brain, is who is the claimant claiming my name. All right, and it's going to go back and forth. They're going to want to establish my name, like what's my date of birth. Well, I'm told it's such and such a date. Okay. Maybe what do other people call you? Once again, I sometimes answer to the name of that. I sometimes answer to that name. All right, but I'm representing that name now, and I'm kind of keen on saying representing that name, but that might sound like I'm being a lawyer, and I have a problem that'll probably lead them into a question of, are you the lawyer for such and such? And I'll be like, I sometimes answer to that name, and I mean, what lawyer is going to answer to that name, to the name? All right, because as far as I understand, this is a jurisdictional thing. They're saying it's a claimant thing. Okay, to get the claim going, you have to claim the name. But if you don't claim the name, you just answer to it, then it's hard to press forward with charges. And it's also a bit of it's a jurisdictional thing too. In a way, it's that's how you challenge the jurisdiction, is but not by asking who's claiming that who's the claimant that's claiming this name. All right, and the prosecutor isn't exactly the complainant, and the judge isn't the complainant. I don't believe. I don't believe they'll answer like that. They may say they work for the city. Okay, can I speak to the city? Can I speak to the claimant? If it's a city, then can I speak to the city? To settle this matter. Okay, to settle this summons. All right. And this is a pro se. I'm not sure exactly how it'll go, but it's gonna be a back and forth, I think, over the claiming of the name, and I'm gonna ask to talk to the claimant who's claiming my name for a charge, I think, but I'll just have to see. There's some kind of weird bee I've never seen before. It's getting real warm out, so that's going to be a bit of a back and forth in the beginning, and that's one of the biggest hurdles to get over. Okay, sticking to your guns and just saying you answer to that name sometimes. Okay, it's not like it's not a knee-jerk reaction whenever that name comes up that I answer to it. Okay, and you know, it was just kind of a name assigned to me. It's owned by the government. Okay, and every so often I'll answer to it. I mean, who hasn't ignored when their name is called? You know, sometimes I answer to it. And then when we, I don't know how much further it'll get if I'll get a bench warrant placed on me because I answer to the name, but I'm not making it clear enough for the courts. Or if they want to plead, just put in a not guilty plead for me already. I'm not sure how that'll go. I can't assume, they're just gonna drop the charges, just because just because I won't enter into the controversy. I can't assume they'll just drop those charges. They'll probably just they might go in those two different ways. Either put a bench warrant out on me or just automatically register me as not guilty. I'll have to see. It can go, in some pretty nasty ways. It depends on my presentation. And asking questions is supposed to be really helpful. All right, for my case, can I see the claimer who's claiming this name that I'm representing? And I keep on wanting to say the represent, but I'm a little suspicious of how they will respond to that. So maybe just want to practice saying other words that I'm just standing in for this name. I answer to it sometimes. Okay. And then if there's a not guilty plea automatically put in for me, or maybe they'll assign me a lawyer. Maybe it sounded like this other guy had talked to a public defender in a separate room or something like that. They met in a separate room, so I could do that, and then the public defender might try to get me to. They work for the courts. They'll try to get me to claim the name by maybe signing things or whatnot. And I'm not sure how to work that, but I might put, like, if he insists, maybe I could put under duress and then put Travis, under duress if they really push the issue. But I'm there. I'd like, may I settle the matter in a reasonable way? Can we serve justice in a fair way here? I'm here for that. I'm not sure how that'll go, but I'd really like to stick to the guns because it sounds like a nice introduction to set the standard at least.